When you think of LEGO, you probably think of the iconic plastic brick. While plastic is certainly the most common material that LEGO bricks are made from, you'd be surprised at just how creative the company has been with selecting its raw material. From bricks made from moon rocks to precious metals and diamonds, LEGO is no stranger to experimenting, so let's explore the most unique LEGO bricks ever made. LEGO and space exploration have a seemingly long history together, and this first brick is seriously out of this world. In early 2024, the European Space Agency announced that they were working with LEGO on a new project aimed at creating building bricks from moon dust. Now, to be clear, the goal here is not to create the next big toy, but to experiment with moon rocks as a viable building material. But why? Well, launching things into space is incredibly expensive. For example, the Apollo 11 mission that sent the first humans to the moon in 1969 cost about $355 million US, or about $3 billion in today's money. With that kind of astronomical price, sending a bunch of heavy construction materials to the moon simply isn't feasible, and that's where LEGO comes in. In an effort to lower the costs, the ESA has been searching for ways to create building materials directly from the resources available on the moon, which consist mostly of rocks, more rocks, and dust. And while rocks are in fact very good building materials, we don't know a whole lot about moon rocks, specifically as we haven't brought back many, and those that we do have are fairly small. So why did the ESA and LEGO team up? Well, take a look at this absolutely beautiful piece of modern engineering. This 1-to-1 scale brick was 3D printed by ESA scientists to test whether or not moon dust could be pressed and shaped into a brick sturdy enough to build with. In fact, this project was quite the success because these finished bricks can stack just like regular LEGO bricks. Looking up close, it's pretty obvious that it isn't created using the same injection molding process as plastic bricks, but that's the whole point. It's an incredible proof of concept that shows that it is in fact possible to construct bricks from moon rocks when astronauts eventually build on the moon. Now, it's worth mentioning that technically these bricks are meteorite bricks, as the ESA wasn't willing to risk any of the incredibly rare lunar rock samples on this experiment, and so they had to use the next best thing: rock samples taken directly from a 4.5 billion year old meteorite discovered in West Africa in the year 2000. Will this technology ever truly take off? Well, only time will tell. But do you know what else uses meteorites? Today's sponsor, Novium, creators of the interstellar hover pen. This isn't just a beautifully crafted pen, this is a piece of space history. Embedded within is an actual shard of a 4.5 billion year old meteorite, which is older than the Earth itself, making it the oldest object you'll ever touch. By owning this pen, you're literally holding a piece of space in your hand. How cool is that? The hover pen rests in its dock at a perfect 23.5-degree angle, which, if you didn't know, is the same as Earth's axial tilt. You can even give it a spin to mimic Earth's rotation. The pen comes in a range of colors like space black, Mars magma, starlight silver, and Neptune blue. Beyond its historic space origins, the hover pen is designed for comfort and style. Novium also offers the Hover Pen Future Edition, which is a versatile 2-in-1 pen that switches between a fountain and rollerball tip. I personally like using the rollerball when I'm brainstorming new video ideas, and if I want to write something special, I can simply switch to the fountain pen. Whether you're looking to add a unique touch to your desk or searching for the perfect gift for a space enthusiast or anyone who likes cool things, you can get 10% off and free shipping to most countries by clicking the link in the description and using code SpitBrix at checkout. Now, LEGO is constantly trying to create new bricks and has partnered with many companies to make it happen. Back in 2011, NASA launched the Juno spacecraft to measure Jupiter's gravitational and magnetic fields. For 5 long years, this satellite flew through the darkness of space until it finally arrived at the gas giant. While 5 years in space is a very long time, Juno wasn't alone. As it turns out, LEGO had created 3 unique minifigures for this occasion: the Roman god Jupiter, his wife Juno, and the astronomer Galileo, who first observed Jupiter's 4 largest moons. Now, the plastic that LEGO uses is incredibly durable. Well, except brown, but that's another story. But regular plastic bricks simply aren't up to the task of interplanetary travel. To make sure these figures survived, these 3 were made out of space-grade aluminum. As a fun fact, these are actually the most valuable minifigures ever, with an estimated value of over $2 billion. Granted, this number comes from how much it would theoretically cost to fly all the way to Jupiter and collect them. Apparently, they each cost around $5,000 to produce. And while we'll never see these 3 exact ones again, there was a second set made as a backup. However, LEGO has kept their location a closely guarded secret. Although space-grade aluminum is pretty cool, it's not the only time that LEGO has released metal bricks. If you've ever seen the LEGO Masters TV show, then you're probably familiar with the golden brick, which can spare a team the risk of elimination. On top of this, there's also the platinum brick and the new titanium brick, which is a new twist on the formula. However, what fans might not realize is that these bricks are sadly nothing more than just standard LEGO bricks made out of typical plastic. But according to LEGO Masters US Judge Amy Corbett, this isn't some cost-cutting strategy, because as it turns out, they had originally planned to have a solid gold brick that they wanted to use, but it just didn't look right on camera. Amy stated in an interview that, quote, "We had a real gold metal brick ready, and it didn't look good and shiny on camera. We had to go back to the plastic brick because it gave us the best sparkle and effect on the camera." Now, while gold bricks might not be the best choice if you're trying to create a TV show apparently, this isn't the only time that LEGO has played around with the precious metal. Between 1979 and 1981, the LEGO factory in Germany decided to reward their most loyal employees. Workers who had been at the plant for at least 25 years were given these incredibly rare solid gold bricks. Each of these bricks was made out of 14 karat gold, weighs in at 25.65 grams, and has the exact same dimensions as a standard 2x4 brick. At today's prices, that much gold is worth about $1,100 US, but the value of these bricks goes so far beyond that. They're collector's items now. While the exact number of these bricks are impossible to know, the best estimates claim that there are fewer than 10 of these in existence, and the last time one went up for auction, the winning bid was a staggering $15,000 US. That's extremely expensive, but do you know what's free? Subscribing to this channel. If you're enjoying this video, tap subscribe and maybe even ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. But you see, it's not all moon rocks and precious metals. LEGO is a toy company after all, and has released plenty of specialty bricks more focused on fun. In 2007, LEGO partnered with Kellogg's to create the fun and delicious LEGO Fun Snacks. These sweet treats were fruit-flavored gummy candies designed in the shape of the classic 2x2 brick. While these snacks were initially fairly successful, some people didn't see the appeal, and the candy was removed from store shelves by the end of 2008. Why? Well, shortly after the product's release, a group called Consumers International awarded LEGO the extremely dubious, blindingly obvious danger award, suggesting that the block-shaped treats pose a serious safety hazard to young children who couldn't tell the difference between the soft gummy candy and the hard plastic toy. It's worth pointing out that while the two do look quite similar at first glance, they are very different. For one, the gummies have no holes on the bottom, and secondly, when you compare them side by side, it's pretty easy to tell which you should eat and which should go into your next LEGO build. But for the safety of kids, these were removed from store shelves and discontinued. However, this wouldn't be LEGO's last attempt at creating edible LEGO bricks. Around the same time in 2007, LEGO and Kellogg's actually partnered again to release the LEGO Eggo Waffle, a brick made out of waffle batter? Now we're talking. At the time, Eggo's slogan was LEGO My Eggo, so this collaboration just made so much sense from a marketing standpoint. Once toasted, these 2x4 breakfast bricks could be built and stacked with each other, though they obviously didn't match up with standard LEGO bricks. Sadly, the actual design left something to be desired for some people. While the tops had 8 studs, the bottom only had 3 holes, making stacking incredibly difficult. Unlike the gummies though, these were impossible to confuse for the real thing, and they remained on store shelves for several years before being retired. So far, none of the bricks mentioned have ever appeared in a LEGO set, but that doesn't mean that the company isn't innovating on its flagship products. As the largest toy company in the world, LEGO uses a lot of plastic, about 100,000 tons of ABS each year. While plastic is easy to work with and incredibly durable, it isn't exactly the most sustainable material out there since oil is a non-renewable resource. And so since 2018, LEGO has been making bricks using sugarcane, starting with several plant parts and aiming to be fully sustainable by 2030. The company has a full-time team of 100 people dedicated solely to this goal. According to LEGO, they're experimenting with more than 600 new materials. Aside from plastic made from sugarcane, LEGO has also created bricks from a range of recycled materials. Today, many of the company's transparent bricks are made from 20% recycled plastic taken from artificial marble kitchen counters. LEGO also successfully created a brick made entirely from recycled plastic bottles. However, the program was scrapped fairly quickly. Why? Well, recycling plastic is very difficult to do, and these new bricks actually created even more greenhouse gas emissions than traditional bricks. Plus, they were more expensive for LEGO to make. It was a great concept, but not realistic in practice. Now, with the hundreds of sets LEGO releases each year, it's easy to forget that LEGO makes more than toys. LEGO gear is a huge part of the company's strategy, and everything from keychains to clothes to lighters have been released sporting the famous logo. These LEGO crayon bricks made out of wax can be used to sketch out a model before building, but surprisingly they also connect with normal LEGO bricks. Moving on, these bricks made out of rubber are LEGO erasers, but they can also be stacked on top of each other or with classic LEGO bricks. And if you've ever complained that LEGO bricks are just too hard or sharp, then check out these plushy versions of some of the LEGO collectible minifigures. Could this be hinting at a LEGO pillow one day down the line? Would that even be comfortable? Stepping on a LEGO is bad enough, so I think I'll pass. Moving on, it's well known by now that LEGO has a lot of imitators. While most of them try to copy the company exactly, a few dare to do something a little different. A couple fans have attempted to create fuzzy LEGO bricks, such as colorful hairy minifigure heads, which are a bit jarring jarring to look at, but certainly a fun idea. And also, for some reason, Lego soap seems to be a fairly common product, with bars coming in both classic 2x4 brick style, as well as these seriously adorable minifigures likely created using Lego ice trays, which is an official Lego product. While some Lego clothes or soap might be a great way to show off your love for the product, there's at least one company taking things to an almost obscene level. One jeweler has released a collection of jewelry called building blocks, with some seriously expensive bling. Just take a look at this diamond ring selling for $25,000. I have a few questions about this piece, but the most important one is, can I use it in a build? Well, there are some crazy pieces used in official Lego sets, and if you want to see them, click here right now. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel SpitBrix for more Lego videos.